Hello everyone, my name is Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Path, where we are continuing on in the 5th case of the game, the Grand Turnabout beginning part 2. Alright, I think what we need to do right now is some logic. Now we have more stuff. So... this one's been sitting there. Actually, I just noticed, before I ended the episode, we're standing in the area where the garbage truck was, and it's finally gone. So I'm guessing... we're gonna collect that. So that was that, because that's the garbage truck. And whoosh! Alright. The only vehicles that came through the plaza this morning were the taxi and a blue truck.
And Mr. DeBest was kidnapped in that taxi.
Yes, meanwhile John was attacked in the garbage pickup area, and the garbage was collected from there at 11 a.m.
Ah, I got it, sir. The blue truck was actually...
That's right, the blue truck that came through the plaza was a garbage truck. However, be that as it may, the officer who gave us this information made no mention that the blue truck was a garbage truck.
Talk about careless. How could someone mistake a garbage truck for a normal truck?
That's not it, Kay. Today was the day for the collection of bulk waste. I suspect it was a standard truck without a trash compactor that came by to collect the trash. John was taken away by this garbage truck. And where do garbage trucks go?
To the dump, of course.
Oh, you poor child. That's a horrible place to be held prisoner, I guess.
Hold up. The cover was disguised as a garbage collector, right? Then the truck was probably fake, too. How do we know they really went to the dump?
No, the garbage truck should have been real.
Eh? Why is that?
That will be made clear if you simply take a look at the garbage pickup area. Oh, I see where he's going. This shows that the garbage truck John was kidnapped in was real. Don't know how the person did it then, but there's a lock there, so... Did they kidnap him without knowing? That's all I could think, right? Someone utilized them somehow? Or bribed them? The garbage pickup area is locked.
Ah, only a real garbage collector could have unlocked it to collect the trash.
Precisely. We should assume that a genuine garbage truck was used. Yeah, there's a big box there. I did notice that. For example, the kidnapper could have put John into a large cardboard box. If the box was mixed in with the rest of the bulk waste,
The garbage collector would have carried John away without even knowing it.
this poor child, he could be really hurt after all of that. Exactly. The culprit would then lie in wait at the garbage dump. And if they said, "I threw it away by mistake," the box would be returned to them.
Huh. Any garbage dumps nearby?
Oh, how convenient. There's two. Dawn Waste Center and Dusk Waste Management.
Let's see. Ah, there's two of them.
How convenient. I don't even know where the garbage dump would be in my city. It's probably not even in the middle. It's probably in like an outskirts, right? Which would make sense. Which garbage dump? John was likely taken to one of these two places. Which one was it? Dusk and Dawn. Would there be a hint in any of the information I hold? Okay. Sound of explosion, maybe? At the garbage dump? Food stands. Oh, and fireworks! Duh! I totally missed that. Fireworks! Sound of explosion. Got it. That's why the whole point of Sunshine Coliseum. And whoosh! Mr. Keyes, didn't you say that there were fireworks at the Coliseum earlier? Huh? What about them? were those fireworks set off during the day,
which is pointless to me, other than the noise, right? You can't see it that well during the day.
Yeah, even just while we were there, a bunch of them were set off.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
That explosion sound we heard at the end of the kidnapper's phone call could very well have been the fireworks.
Ah!
Okay, we seriously don't need to see this again. Come on. Blah, blah, blah. I know. Boom.
For the sound to have been picked up by the phone, it must have been fairly loud.
So that means the culprit was near the Colosseum.
Okay.
Even so, I bet the fireworks could be heard in lots of places around the Colosseum.
Indeed, it would be impossible for us to search the entire area by ourselves. If only we could have the police lend us a hand.
Well, you have Gumshoe, but that's only one person. So we gotta leave the footprints because we don't know. Garbage dump near the Coliseum.
And whoosh! Based on the explosion sound we heard from the kidnapper's phone, we know that John is being confined someplace in the vicinity of the Colosseum.
One of the garbage dumps is right next to the Colosseum.
John was almost certainly taken there, in which case the place he is being confined to must also be somewhere close by.
Can't be the city hall.
Detective Gumshoe,
Yes, sir.
can I ask you to search the area around this garbage dump?
You don't have to ask me like we're strangers, sir. Feels so distant. Please just order me around like you normally do.
Are you sure, Detective? Right now, I'm not a prosecutor.
Didn't I tell you, sir? Detectives don't just investigate for the sake of prosecutors.
They're super cute. I love them. I love them. You have my thanks, Detective.
Investigation complete.
Mr. Edgeworth, look, it's almost time.
Yes, it would be best if we hurry. It should also be at their limit. Detective Gumshoe, I'm counting on you.
Leave it to me, sir. This may be an unofficial investigation, and I'll call in all my pals from the station to help.
There you go.
I'll help too. Stealing John back is my job, after all.
I'll be returning to the courtroom. I might be able to draw out some more time.
Okay. Well then. Even in the depths of night.
Huh. The clock just struck 2. We have to hurry.
Yes, sir.
Aw, my introduction. When no other bird dares take flight.
We don't have time. April 6th, 2:16 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Ugh, please. Well. If it isn't former Prosecutor Edgeworth. Lays the best.
Witness, face forward. We're not done talking yet.
Like I said, you see. Why exactly would I have needed to help that person out, Your Honor? You know, it's a crying shame. Having a beautiful woman declared guilty. Honestly, it brings tears to my eyes.
Oh, shut up. You're such a jerk.
But you see, there's no reason for me to go out of my way to hide evidence just to save her.
However, we still have the testimony of your son, Prosecutor the Best. He testified that he handed the evidence over to you.
Well, I haven't the slightest clue what he was talking about. I simply can't imagine why Sebastian would have said something like that, you know?
Oh,
Did he just stand next to Franziska? Of course he would. What if there's evidence that shows your connection with Warden Roland? And just what do you think you're doing, former Prosecutor Edgeworth? I was under the impression that you were no longer in any position to stand in court.
Miss Edgeworth, how dare you barge into my prosecutor's bench?
It's like, I feel awkward if I go to the other side, okay? I did it once before, I don't want to do it again. Franziska, I'm sorry. I need you to lend me a bench for a little while.
What are you saying? This is an investigations game. You can't be in court like this.
Just caught me. I've brought vital evidence related to this case. Your Honor, please allow me to testify. She'd never allow it.
Objection.
Courtney Pye, Uncle Ray also asked that he be allowed to testify. There are no objections from the prosecution either, right?
Understood. The prosecution also has no objections.
Objection.
Yeah.
You sound like you're a smoker. Which makes sense, right? With his pyromania. It's not fair that they even gave him back his freaking wig and all that. It was supposed to be burned to a crisp. How did you get it back so quickly, sir? There's no way you can allow something like this, you know. Such high-handed methods. Surely are enough to warrant being held in contempt of court. Wouldn't you say, Courtney? Come on, man. As long as John is still in danger, Judge Courtney cannot rule against the warden. You must convey to her somehow that the search for her son is progressing. Judge Courtney, I ask that you have faith in me and my assistant.
Now that you mention it, where exactly is she?
She is currently out searching for the most important piece of evidence.
Objection.
It's a waste of time. There's no such evidence. Are you stalling for time? How disgraceful.
Objection.
Most important piece of evidence, huh? Courtney Pye. I don't really know what that evidence is, but I think we should have faith in her. After all, even if she may not look like it, she's still the great thief Yadagarasu. Somehow, it seems that Mr. Shields understands. Judge Courtney, we've already determined the general location of that evidence. It's only a matter of time before she steals the evidence back. I understand. Then I shall give you special permission to testify. Thank you, Your Honor. This is ridiculous. This vital evidence that you have found, please present it to the court. Blaise the Best and Patricia Rowland are somehow connected. Allow me to present the evidence that proves it. Which piece of evidence shows the relationship between Patricia Rowland and Blaise the Best? That would be... where is it? Report on Nightly? Yeah. This document contains a detailed report regarding the interrogation of a certain man. A certain man? That man being the late Horace Knightley. And the one who interrogated him was the defendant in this trial, Patricia Rowland. So that means that was the interrogation where... That's right. Patricia Rowland murdered Knightley in the aftermath of the interrogation. And that very interrogation has been recorded in this written report. That definitely sounds like vital evidence. Which you still have to have an analysis done on, you know, to verify the handwriting and all of that.
Miss Edgeworth, just now you referred to that document as a written report? Now just who in the world was that report written for?
I thought you might ask that, Franziska. And that's precisely what is most important about this report. We found this document inside the safe in the storeroom on the 51st floor of the Grand Tower.
The 51st floor. The storeroom for the black market auction.
Indeed. And the conductor of the auction was you, Blaze the Best. You received a report about the victim from Warden Roland. In the face of this evidence, can you still say you have no connection to this case? In regards to that, I refuse to answer. What? It is yet to be proven in court that I was the conductor of the black market auction. Oh, have you already forgotten the events of this morning? I believe I had already proved it back then, did I not? I will not deny that I was bested by you. However, that was at the crime scene. Who knows if the results will be the same in court? An acquittal is still possible, you see. Until it's been proven in court that I'm the conductor of the black market auctions, you can't prove that document was addressed to me. Your logic is twisted. That's not very nice, you know. My logic isn't twisted, is it, Courtney? Don't you feel the same way? It was quite unlike you to allow former Prosecutor Edgeworth's statement just now, you know. It saddens me, you see, that you would fail to uphold the law as a judge should.
He shouldn't even be allowed a lighter, y'all. This is ridiculous.
In fact, I'm so upset by this, I may have no other choice but to use my last resort, you know.
I think it's because right now he thinks that he has John kidnapped. But he doesn't know that he accidentally kidnapped Sebastian. But John is still kidnapped by someone else anyway, so it's not good.
It is as you say. Something that has not been proven in court does not merit any deliberation. I will have to overrule Mr. Edgeworth's claim.
Yeah, as I thought, until John has been rescued. You see, the truth at the crime scene and the truth in the courtroom are two very different things. So you're saying the truth can be distorted in court as long as it's for your sake? What a horrible thing to say. I'm not distorting the truth or anything like that, you know. If a not guilty verdict is handed down, then that becomes the truth. That's all it is, you see. It's useless. There's nothing we can do unless the missing evidence turns up. Now then, Courtney, why don't you deliver a not guilty verdict and let's get this over with. After all, that evidence isn't gonna show up anytime soon, you know.
Hey! He gets to show up his daddy. Good for you.
Who raised an objection just now?
Yeah, good for you, buddy. Pups.
Sebastian.
If anybody was gonna do it, it had to be him, right? Come on, it's like the ultimate underdog story.
Why did you come back here, now of all times?
Sebastian, what is the meaning of this?
Just where were you, and what have you been doing since you abandoned your own trial?
I'm sorry, it was,
Such an act is unbecoming of a prosecutor. You should be ashamed. He was kidnapped. Give him a break.
well... Sebastian, you still don't get it, you know? This court has no place for a sniveling child such as yourself.
Help him. He's being overwhelmed.
Pops,
Oh, that's new. Hey, good for you. I love this. Good for you. I love this music. It's so different from his usual one. It's like, yes, he gets to have his moment. I've come to present new evidence, Your Honor. So, please, let me take my place back at the prosecutor's bench.
Sebastian, I didn't think he would come back.
Objection.
What's all this now, Sebastian? You don't seem at all like your normal self, almost like you grew a spine. I don't like it.
Pops.
Come now, what's the matter? You want Daddy to play with you?
Ew. I have concerns. First of all, he was really creepy towards Edgeworth before. And he's kind of creepy even towards Courtney sometimes. But right now, I'm getting this horrible vibe that, like, I'm sure they weren't going for this, but it's like, it just feels like, other than being abusive, verbally and, you know, emotionally abusive, it feels like something else is underlying there, and I don't like it. Ugh. Gross.
Is that it? Well then, why don't we just head on back home?
Oh no. He even, like, see how he came closer to him and he flinched. That seems like potentially he was physically abusive as well. He hurt him. And I don't like that at all. I mean, you even see it in the fact that he, Sebastian often, with that little stick that he always holds, the pointer, that he flicks it and he hits his face, right? And that worries me, because it's like, even though it's kind of played for laughs for the most part, it's not good. It's not a healthy habit to have. And I have a feeling that his father caused that, or did something to make him do that. You know, that self-inflicted wound whenever he makes a mistake or slips up or whatever. It's really sad. I feel bad for him. And I can't wait to see Blaze go down again. Because we took him down once, we gotta take him down again. Permanently this time. Just go down and stay down, you evil old man. Return to the witness stand.
What's wrong? You're shaking like a leaf.
Yeah, step in and protect him, Papa Edgeworth. Oh, I feel like this game is like the game of the papas, right? Because we saw a lot about Edgeworth and his father, and now we get to see Edgeworth being a father figure to both Kay and Sebastian, and I really, really like that a lot. Just like Phoenix becomes like a father figure with Trucy and Apollo a little bit. More of a mentor than father, but you know.
Your Honor, the prosecutor officially in charge of this case has just arrived with new evidence. The trial is still in session. In light of this, shouldn't we continue with the proceedings?
That little clap he does is so funny.
Naturally, the defense has no objections, Your Honor. I'm sure the defense attorney originally in charge would say the same. The prosecution has no objections either, Your Honor.
Continue with the proceedings. That won't be necessary. Isn't that right, Courtney?
Blaze still believes that he was the one who kidnapped John.
Yeah.
As long as John still hasn't been found, Judge Courtney will remain bound by Blaze, and nothing else will change that.
She's panicking. There.
That sound is a cell phone. My phone as well.
Uncle Ray's phone is also... Mr. Edgeworth!
Mr. Shields!
We found John, sir.
We rescued John! Excellent work, Detective.
That kid was the most important piece of evidence, right? Way to go, Kay.
I wanted to spread the word quickly, so I had everyone call.
Give her her phone.
Judge Courtney, it's for you.
It sounds so foreboding, even though we know it's good news.
Yes, I see. I'm so glad you're safe. Make sure you properly thank everyone, okay? Be careful, and come home safe.
Oh, I may not like her much, but you had to feel for her. Now she can be her full judge self.
Let us resume the proceedings. Now that I may once again swing my gavel to my heart's content.
Ha!
You're kidding, right? It's just a sad joke, you know.
You're the sad joke.
Witness, this is no joke. Please return to the stand. Prosecutor DeBest as well. Promptly return to your seat at the prosecutor's bench.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's gonna be crowded with the three of them there.
Sebastian DeBest.
Yes, Miss Von Karma?
I leave the rest to you.
Aw, she knows what it's like to be under the shadow of your father, so it's pretty good, pretty nice.
Huh? Going up against your own father, it won't be easy. I shall observe how things pan out from the gallery.
Cool.
Now then, allow me to ask once more. Is the prosecution ready? Prosecutor DeBest, what is this new evidence you wish to present?
The missing knife and chisel, Your Honor. You mean they've finally been found?
Prosecutor DeBest, is this true?
The knife and chisel, I wasn't able to find them. I searched and searched, I really did, but it was already too late.
Too late.
What do you mean? I remembered. This morning when I passed by Pops in the garage at home. He was holding something wrapped in a newspaper. Pops, where are you going? Sebastian. Just taking out some trash.
Oh, I heard that.
At that moment, I heard it. The faint sound of a bell. Could that sound have been, by any chance, the bell attached to Dogan's chisel?
In other words, you're saying that the witness threw away the evidence.
I searched for it, but I didn't make it in time. I'm sorry.
Oh, stop hurting yourself.
Where exactly did you search for it? The garbage dump.
Aw, he's so desperate.
I went to the garbage dump and searched everywhere.
A lot of garbage dump stuff going on today.
I thought the evidence Pops threw away had to be there. Isn't that Sebastian?
Yeah.
Whoa!
He ran away.
He ignored us.
So at that time, he had gone to the garbage dump. But, this was all I could find.
This is? It smells rather peculiar.
Now that you mention it, there's kind of a funky smell coming from you as well. Oh, what do you expect? I was digging through garbage!
There's his other music. It's cute, but I do like his other theme.
And what of that knife? I think it's buried somewhere in that giant mountain of trash. But I couldn't find it by myself.
I understand. I shall accept this into evidence.
Well done, Sebastian. You never betray my expectations, you know? You search so desperately through the garbage and that's all you have to show for it? Oh, what a tearjerker. I'm tearing up already.
Objection.
It's a bit too early for tears, don't you think? We haven't examined the evidence properly yet. I think it's just a pointless waste of time, you know? I'm counting on you, Sebastian, Miles. Show him that the truth can be exposed in court and take him down.
Mr. Shields is backing us up. Now all we need is a breakthrough. Prosecutor DeBest, let's take a closer look at the evidence.
Right. Alright. What is it? Looks like a rock.
Let's have a look inside. It'd be great if we could find some kind of proof.
Oh, it's rolled up? Oh, he said newspaper.
This is the bell that was attached to Durgan's chisel. Are there any traces left behind on it?
We haven't had time to get it tested, right?
It's no good. There's not even a single smudge on it. What did you find, Prosecutor DeBast?
Did you even find anything?
Darn it!
Of course you'd find nothing. Something like that can't be called evidence, you know. All it is trash. It may be sad, but that's the truth, you see.
Were Sebastian's efforts all for naught? Indeed, this bell does not seem to be valid evidence. However...
Mr. Edgeworth, are you really giving up?
Calm as always.
Oh, wrong voice, whoa.
Calm as always, Edgeworth. Quite unlike Sebastian here.
Well then, is the prosecution finished with its argument?
Hey, he's not over.
Justine, not yet. We're not through yet. There's still something we haven't examined. You're still not giving up? Struggling in vain's not cute at all, you know.
It seems Sebastian hasn't given up yet either. I was just thinking the exact same thing. The last item remaining, is it trash or is it evidence? If we don't examine it, we'll never find out.
The item I'm thinking of is the newspaper itself.
We're still not done examining the newspaper that the bell was wrapped in.
It seems that Sebastian has the same idea as I do.
I'm glad they're giving him the spotlight. I like it a lot.
Wow, this is so wonderful, you know? So wonderful, it's to cry for. Is it desperation or simply reckless abandon? Are you really going to pin all your hopes on a worthless scrap of newspaper?
Huh, we won't know for sure whether or not it's worthless until we examine it, will we? Sebastian, let's examine it post-haste.
Aha! Well, well, well. You fool. That's what you get. That's what you get. For your special fancy gloves.
Is this a handprint?
There's something greasy on here too. Is it oil?
Judge Courtney, we'd like to request a fingerprint analysis on this paper. Could you please summon someone from forensics? Your request is accepted. Contact the lab at once.
Reporting! These are definitely fingerprints. However, it's from a glove.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
What? Didn't I tell you? It's nothing but a worthless scrap of paper.
Are you all blind? Come on now.
Just think about it, you know? When handling important evidence. What kind of idiot wouldn't use gloves?
Yeah, but what kind of idiot uses gloves with very unique fingerprint tips, you know? It's stupid.
Oh wait, wouldn't that be you? The idiot who doesn't know when to give up? That's pretty harsh, talking to your son like that. What's wrong with calling an idiot an idiot?
Well, you're an idiot. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
If you want to be the best, you have to be heartless. I have no compassion for worthless individuals. Not even my own son.
Pops!
You know, you've always called yourself a genius prosecutor, haven't you? Didn't I explain to you this morning why you were a genius up until now? That's right. It was all because of me. Because of my authority. You're always being protected by people like Courtney and me. Now get that stinking face of yours out of my sight.
Stinking!
You know, now that I think about it, that stench might just suit you perfectly.
Can we please shut him up, please?
Just keep it away from my nose, or my eyes will start watering.
Get him. Yes! Give him another moment. Wrong. You're wrong, Pops. Sonny, where'd you go, yo? You got that wrong. Alright. We're gonna leave this episode right here. I can't wait to see more of him standing up to his evil old man in the next one. So, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this. And until next time, have a nice day. Bye!